So, hello everyone. Welcome to the fourth, I think, Lego Lounging live stream. And today it's the second one where we have some guests. First, we have returning from last week is Lego Madness.
Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Good to speak to you again and ask further questions. But before that, we'll bring in the new guest for this week, the Brick Bods. So, hello.
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 Hi.
Just Carrie, but Ian's just arrived.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the live stream.
Thank you.
So, what's that set you're building?
So I've got 60283. Is it an RV or camper van? And what are you building? You're building the Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Cool. I really want to get the Earhart soon. I'm keeping my eye on it.
I'm a bit worried that I think we've got like 6 in our cupboard.
Yeah, we did go a bit crazy with that one.
Not intentionally. We just kept getting them.
Yeah.
When it's better to have too many than not enough. Because if you have one, then that wouldn't be very good.
Yeah.
It was
have a whole little squadron flying over the city. It'll be fine.
Well, it was the car at the start of the year sold out really quickly.
Yeah.
And so we were there like waiting to get the Amelia Earhart, and then it didn't sell out. So
Could be like the Red Arrows.
Yeah, that's true.
They had the minifigure on Bricks and Pieces, and I nearly got it, but then they sort of ran out. I forgot to buy it, and the next time I checked, it was gone. Seems we have another guest. It's Lee, aka Miss Bricks of Fun.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Miss Bricks of Fun?
I'm not too bad. How about yourselves?
I'm good. I'm sort of, I don't know really. I haven't done much today, so it's good to get to talk to people about Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Liam?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a bit tired. I was up on Hoosier's stream last night, his auction stream.
Oh yeah.
And that finished like early hours this morning. So, but yeah.
Were you there the whole time? Or?
Yeah.
I was like, I think I fell asleep. I was going to join and see if we get anything. I sort of forgot.
No, I think I probably fell asleep the last 5-10 minutes.
Did you get anything?
No.
Hey, just
build it.
Nice to be on stream with the Brick Bods as well.
Yeah, same. We watch the streams, and it's nice to actually be on camera at the same time.
Yeah. How are you both?
Yeah, we're good. We've had a busy day parenting. That's just how our life works. It's always tiring.
It is.
Yeah.
Cheeky Nando's.
Hi, just build it.
So you sorting out the pig brick cups there with Bricks of Fun, or?
No? Well, I was on GJ Brick's stream earlier on. I was on there, and then when I got off, I went and took my dog for a walk, and then it's just kind of been left there, to be honest. But I just need to put some more flowers together. But the The only problem is I've only got like pink flowers because that's all that they had at the pick a brick wall. So I'm hoping when I go next, I can get some different colours. So
Yeah, we've got hundreds of blue
Yeah,
flowers.
loads of blue ones, but no pink. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got a lot of those stars, you know, they're sort of the flower, like I think they're flowers as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got loads of them in orange because when I went to the Pick a Brick a while ago, I just got loads of them and they were like these ones in orange.
Yeah.
Sort of orange. I think they're more something yellow, but so that I have nothing to do with like them, and I have a lot of them. I also have a lot of orange 1x1 studs as well that I like don't know what I could do with either. And it's like the other thing I've got from the Pick a Brick that I don't know why I got was these coral. They're the 1x1 rounded like the corner tiles, and then the it's like tiles with the studs at each end. I don't know what they're called, but so I have a little bag of them that I have no clue what I'm going to do with, but I guess it's sort of just
You'll find something.
Just saying, I'm working on a new air traffic control tower for my Lego airport, which is currently down there. I put a few pictures on Instagram, so I've worked on it throughout the day, but I'm just going to modify it a bit. I need to order some more of these, and there's a ladder, and then there's someone inside there.
Those window pieces are quite cool.
Yeah, I didn't have many of them actually. They're great for this sort of thing. So yeah.
We gonna have an airport?
Probably not. We don't have space for that, I don't think.
No, I was going to have an airport, but I like yourselves, I didn't have space, so I just suspended my aeroplane from the ceiling. Make it look like it's either coming into land or taking off.
I got a third table for my city, so I had like some older sort of row plates which looked like a runway. So I used them as a runway, and now I'm building an airport, which is half constructed down there, half not constructed.
Yeah.
Lots of like bricks and pieces orders needed. But
yeah, always the same.
As with every mock.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I sometimes like make quite a few bricks and pieces orders that I forget, and then because they take so long to arrive, I forget why I ordered things. So it's like I ordered something for a reason, but then I just don't remember what the reason was.
Yeah.
I started saying we should write down what we're ordering and why, because we have the same problem. You do it and then you move on, don't you? And you forget.
Yeah.
Especially
then
when
it
they
comes through the post. You're like, what?
Especially when they take like 5 weeks or more to arrive. And it's like I mean sometimes I just order pieces because they're quite cool. Like the Flitwick torso from the books sets that was on bricks and pieces, so I ordered that.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a plan for that, but it's like quite a good piece to get. So it's like I was thinking, just order it, and I might find a use for it.
Well, you never know, but if you do find a use for it, you've got it there, haven't you?
Yeah, we saw the koi carp became available from the Spring Lantern Festival. So I think we got 30 of each type. So at some point we'll find somewhere to put fish in the city.
Yeah.
We've used a few so far.
Yeah. You can't guarantee it'll be there when you want it, so get it when you see it.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the aquarium that Brixie made for a zoo?
I did. That looks really, really good.
The only aquarium I've seen is Jang's aquarium, and they're redoing it.
Oh,
I
Nice
haven't
sight.
seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Liam, I did watch. I saw Brix's vlog, video on it. It does
Mhm.
look. I love how he's done it, but he's obviously had to use. It's taken up quite a bit of space, but then with Brixie, he's got a
tons
lot
of
of
space.
space. Yeah,
Got unlimited space.
yeah, this is it.
Mm.
So
And like with cities, if you have like a whole shelf of stuff that you can put onto like another table in a city, then get rid of the shelf. Put another table there.
yeah. I do like Brix's layout and everything, and I watch his lives and everything like that. But I just thought, well, why are you putting your skyscrapers on a shelf?
Exactly.
You know,
I much preferred it when it was like the amusement park was like the theme park was like behind the modulars with like the entrance in the middle. That looked much better. But I do like the drop table for the Ninjago area. That looks
that's good.
Because rather than why would you have it above sea level when you can have it at sea level?
Yeah, this is it. I think the thing with mine is I've got to think about room.
Yeah.
But like we've said, Brixie's spoiled for room. So
yeah. I don't see why Brixie hasn't got an airport in his city. Because I feel like if the campground wasn't there, he could probably have used that area for an airport.
yeah,
I think an airport would just suit a city more than a campground. Campground would suit like a town.
yeah, I agree.
And with the drop table, I think if Brixie was watching now, which he definitely isn't, because I think he's streaming, where the Ninjago area is, I think he should have like an illusion that there's a tunnel going towards the ocean, like built into the side of the rockwork.
Yeah,
Make it as if the water's flowing through.
I think we'd all love to have the space Brooks has got and the money.
Yeah.
Because then we'd probably be doing more or less the same.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have so much more space though if he like didn't have a walkway the whole way round.
Yeah.
So and just had like standing holes.
Yeah, because he did have standing holes, I think, at one point. But then he merged them together for I don't know.
But
it's
then
each their own, I suppose.
it's kind of equally the same because if you have the walkway, like say that's open space, if you then make a hole in the city to have a standing hole and extend it into the walkway, that's basically taking the space from there and moving it over here. So it doesn't really make an effect.
Yeah.
I have a question. If everyone had infinite space, what's one thing they would add to like the city? Like if they had the city infinite space, what's like the one thing they would add that you probably don't have space to add?
That's a hard one.
I think I don't have a city, but if I did, I'd do like the plane landing in the water. You know, like Sullenberger, I think it's named the American pilot. Like if he landed the plane in the like river, I can't remember which river it was now, but I'd do something similar to that because it's like sort of different.
If I had unlimited space, you did say unlimited space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would probably get like a massive warehouse that has like loads of different floors, and on every staircase, I would put a waterfall which comes down the staircase, and then it would go back into like a river at the bottom, and then that would all be city on each level, so on. And then there would be like a massive airport, like a proper full-size sort of city, like different countries on each floor.
Yeah.
I think I'd go for a zoo based on the sets they just brought out. So many animals out. I want a zoo.
Yeah.
I don't see why like zoos don't have like a mini model sort of zoo or like a Lego zoo, like a it would be like an extra tourist attraction. So say like all the Lego fans, if they had a Lego one, they would all be coming. All the animal fans would be coming. That would like double the amount of people.
We've actually had our local zoo two events with loads of Lego, just like you say. So you get all the Lego fans going. And you see the smaller scale versions of the animals. So they do it. I think it tours around the UK.
It was something similar, and it was at like a wildlife park. Maybe that's been like birds. Say someone did like massive brick birds, and like they were just sort of in different areas. So that was quite cool. And then at that, they also had a in like their shops, they had a few Lego sets. I don't know if they were exclusive, but then they also had a few they had a few like this big sort of boxes of minifigure parts. So sort of like build a minifigure, but they were just like completely random. So I think I remember building a minifigure. It had Wolverine's hair, a head from, I think it was either a bear or a gorilla from Chima, but a Ninjago torso, Ninjago legs. It's just like random pieces. So that was quite cool.
Yeah, I think I would probably, if I had the space and the money, I'd like to do obviously a mini scale of Cardiff Castle. But I think with the new sets, the new castle set that's coming out and everything, it's tempting to try and, I can't say replicate it, but do something, well, I don't know, just do something and put something in it that will replicate a part of Cardiff Castle. But I think I'd probably have to buy like 2 or 3.
Some people would probably make like a massive Hogwarts castle.
Yeah.
We heard of I can't remember his name. Small Brick City. He used the Harry Potter sets, like the castle sets, and made it into like a giant cathedral.
That sounds interesting.
I didn't know that. No.
There's it's quite a cool channel. He hasn't uploaded many things recently because I think he's in lockdown, but he's in a different country in lockdown, so he's not with his Lego. But if you look at any of his videos, there's like he's made modular buildings that are like 8 studs wide, and he's done like hospital mock. He's done basically anything you can probably think of.
I liked what was it? Oh, I can't remember now. I'll try and yeah. No, I can't remember.
One thing I think it'd be cool if more people did, but I understand like it would take up a lot of space, is some sort of like convention center. So you could have like a Lego convention center in a Lego city. So it'd be like
I think is it Bevan's Bricks? I think he has something like that, and he like builds like people like send him like little display tables and like a convention center. Yeah, I think that's Bevan's Bricks.
Yeah, I've not seen him do anything on that recently.
No,
it's quite a while since he last added anything, I think.
Yeah.
Back on the castle thing, Lee, do you think you'd do a full castle with 4 walls, or you think you'd make it like a sort of facade?
Well, I don't know, because obviously with the Creator Castle that's coming out now, it's got the sides. So I don't know whether to buy 2 and just open them and put them back to back, so it creates one big one. But then again, it's the space, because obviously it's going to take up a lot of space. But no, I would like to have a proper castle. It's just trying to find somewhere to put it. So
that's the same with like any Lego. It's just like work out where you put it, because I could think of a lot of sets that I would like to buy. But 1, it's money, and 2, it's the space. And it's like
about the unlimited space. I think it'd be cool if someone did like a massive like ocean and a massive beach, like kind of like life size. and have like little islands, like say like in Ninjago Island somewhere, like a mini America somewhere, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like in
Imagine the base plates you need for that.
yeah. If you were doing it now, you wouldn't have enough time to get them all.
No.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like £6 for a piece of flat plastic.
I can't remember who, but someone did like a wave, like actual sort of wave that sort of curved round. I can't remember where I saw it on. They made it out of like 1x2. I think it's translucent bricks. I think how much one person I think it might be in bricks, like Bricksworth. I think he did some sort of wave in his like city. So that's quite cool. It'd be cool if they did like a massive like ocean, just like sort of big waves, and then people on like surfboards.
Yeah, could sort of like be at the top of the wave. Yeah, that would be good.
I think you could probably do that because there's like some the white sort of like they're like a few bricks high and then there's like a little arch. You can get them in like dark trans blue or light trans blue. I'm not sure. They would probably be good to make a wave because they literally go up and then there's like a little curve and then you can put another one and it just curves around.
Yeah.
Over. I'll go see if I can find one.
It would be cool if like I'd love someone just do that, but then have like a big sort of sea creature just coming out and then trying to eat people on the trying to eat people on the surfboards and
I remember seeing someone made a wave out of minifigure legs. That was quite impressive.
Minifigure?
Yeah,
That's
just loads of blue minifigure legs because then you can curve it however you want.
Yeah, these are the things I'm talking about, but in like blue. These white sort of
those like the like waterfall pieces.
Yeah, I think you can get them in blue. I think they might have came in the Flower Fruit Mountain. I'm not sure. But
yeah, and there's also a Lego Friends set that they come in as well.
I think I got one of them in blue. So I think it's actually that other very similar piece that comes in the Incredibles Home Junior set. Like the waterfall for that, I think it's the same. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to work out how to use that piece in like a cool way. So I thought about to use it for like a sort of window. But I'm just gonna think I probably need to get more or something.
Yeah.
Maybe do some sort of tunnel.
Yeah. It's like my tower thing there. Because it's like it's curved. I've actually used the train tracks, the curved train tracks, to make that curve. I know that Darryl done it on Bevan's Bricks. He's done it
for his train station roof.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That does.
I think the instructions are on Rebrickable, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Definitely won't be buying that because I haven't got the money to build it.
No, it's a lot, but I had that left over, and I thought, because I hopefully, eventually I'd like to build another skyscraper, but I want that to be I've called that a tower block, but I'd like to have some more tall buildings because I think
maybe do like a bank headquarters sort of thing.
Yeah, I could do.
That'd be quite cool. Like you could use maybe buy some of the like pieces from Brick Bank maybe, and like put it like a sign or something.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But obviously they might cost quite a bit of money, some of them, because obviously the set's gone up in price, so the pieces probably have as well.
Definitely.
It's gone up quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was quite cool.
When it came out.
It was quite a cool bank build from Spider-Man 4+ set. It's like the one with Mysterio thing, and it's this.
Oh yeah.
Oh
So-
yeah.
'cause it's full
Yeah,
plus, it's
that
got-
bank sign there would probably be good for a bank skyscraper.
and it's
Yeah.
good
You get
'cause
like
it's full
3
plus,
of them or something.
because it means
Yeah.
it's printed, and then it's got quite a cool like gold and white, and then this
The vault.
comes out. Somehow that's how it works.
Oh,
And
wicked.
there's nothing
Yeah.
in here, but then you have like the
Yeah,
If it was
gold
against
and-
the wall, it would give the illusion that there's something in there.
it certainly would. Yeah.
Mm.
I like
Nah.
these pieces, the gold pieces, and then the arches.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
that's quite good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is anyone going to be getting
Talking
the?
of that set, there's this build from it as well, which I sort of want to turn into a mech to go with the other Spider-Man and Marvel mech.
Oh yeah.
And this piece, so this green piece, and this big one in the middle, is one whole piece. So it's like
Wow.
That's
I don't know if
interesting.
it's used it before, but and this is because this flips up as well. So and that bit's printed, which is cool.
Like Buzz
And,
Lightyear.
yeah. But the weird thing is, the green they use for this isn't the same green they use for the Mysterio minifigure. Because this green is, I think, the regular sort of green, and the Mysterio figure is the lighter green, or the way around. I can't remember.
They kind of look the same sort of colour. Can you put them both up?
I'm trying to find it. Where's the figure? I don't know what it is now. It's
Oh right, okay, no worries then.
right, I got it. It's here. Just sort of in a pile. I'm trying to put this off on full screen so you can see it better, maybe. So this is
Yeah.
and then
Ah,
it's not
right, yeah.
lighting, but it's like this. I think this is a lighter green, and it also uses a dark green. And
Yeah.
this is like the regular green. Hello, Dylan, Dillwave, and DJ Pullen. Good to see you here. I can put myself off solo because it looks a bit. I don't know. I understand why people don't like being on solo layout because it's very sort of.
Daunting.
Yeah. The only thing is with this, I'm working out whether to make it look just like a bigger version of Mysterio or still keep it as a mech. Because this, like, obviously has this head, and then this one doesn't. So I'm trying to work out whether to keep it as a mech or try and make it as just a big version of Mysterio. I guess you'd have to see what parts there are. I mean, for a 4+ set, this build is actually quite complex. So when you compare it to the Spider-Man helicopter, which is which is like not
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there was. I don't know if there's a piece that would work better for the cockpit so it would cover it all up. I mean, it's got cool prints and it's nice to get the long tiles at the top, but
Yeah.
apart from that, I mean, this set was only. I went to Game, and it was only $14.99.
Nice.
So it's like if you look at it on I attempted to buy it on eBay a while ago, and it was like about £25. So the main reason I wanted it was for this figure,
right,
Spider-Man. Though I do want to get the newer hood piece they gave her. It looks better than this one, and I expected to get her at some point. So I got the parts and the sticker sheet from the Spider-Man mech versus Venom.
Yeah.
So you've got the sort of surfboard kind of thing.
Yeah.
If that's what you call it. And I can't remember where I put. Oh, here it is. In one of my bricks and pieces order, the most recent one, I got this torso the torso from Ninjago City
Oh, right,
Garden,
yeah.
and then it's a bit yellow, but I gave it a Flitwick's head and it's brown hair. Then it's the ice cream marker for my dress well ice cream shop
Yeah.
that I made. And for a while, my ice cream shop wasn't very safe because it had a slide which you climbed up a ladder to go onto the roof and then slid off, but it didn't have a barrier. And then someone pointed out that probably need a barrier, because otherwise children might fall off.
Yeah.
Which I don't think would be very
Convenient.
yeah.
The 1x5 tile. Is that coming in the beatbox video thing? I think I only heard someone talk about a 1x5 tile.
I think it's a plate. Isn't there a 1x5 plate and something?
I thought it was a tile because I need one.
I'm not sure.
Definitely 1x5 plate. I've not seen a 1x5 tile.
Alright. Okay. Maybe I was wrong then.
It's like, I'm surprised they haven't done one sooner, because they've done a 1x3 and a 1x1 or 1x1. So it's like I was talking to Lumberjack Josh about things he was building for his wife, and he said he needed 1x1s in sand blue. It's quite funny because that only came in one set, which was one of the older Harry Potter sets in Nocturne Alley. And it just confused me how they've never made a 1x1 plate in sand blue, any time since. It's just the amount of time they use 1x1s that just sort of surprised me.
Yeah, that Daily Bugle set. I think I want to get the whole thing, but I've heard it's like $300, so I probably won't get it. But I really want that. I think it's like a TV sort of sign on the front. I want to get that because that's pretty cool, and I can put it on one of my buildings.
Has anyone seen the leaked the leaked building or the Daily Bugle? And I'm sort of confused whether it's whether it's a modular.
I think it is modular.
Because I saw
videos I've watched.
It said I think it said it was a facade, but I don't know. It's really big either way.
It doesn't look like a facade though.
No, I mean it's massive though. And then the thing is, I would like it, but because of the price, I'm not to afford it. And then I want some of the characters from it, because there's the black cat. I want the figure of her, but I doubt they're going to put in another set, meaning she'll be expensive, which is I guess you see it as in the Ninjago Gardens. Characters like the mechanic probably only in that set, but then will be expensive.
I think the Brick Bods was going to ask a question before.
I was asking about the Daily Bugle.
Oh.
Whether you're planning on getting it, so we changed the circle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether will we be getting the Daily Bugle.
I don't know. I found some of the pictures looked really weird because it looked like it wasn't a 90-degree angle on the side.
It looks triangular.
So that's a bit weird. I don't know if that's just weird perspective. I mean, the photos aren't great quality.
No.
I've seen.
I mean, it looks like it might be. I don't know. It does sort of look triangular in the pictures, but the brick built sign. The sign at the top, the tiles.
Yeah.
That is really cool, and it's interesting to see.
That's the sign I was going on about just there, that blue one. I think it's a telly sort of thing, like billboard.
It's interesting to see because there's a little. It sort of reminds me of it's got a little newsstand.
Yeah.
Boston, and then it's got a New York style taxi as well.
Has it? Didn't see that.
There's a New York sort of taxi at the bottom, so that's interesting. I wonder if it's.
I like the fire escape.
I wonder if we're using a base plate or like regular plates because it's a Marvel set. I don't think it shows if it does in the. I reckon it'd probably be similar sort of build for the bottom to the Sanctum Sanctorum, like that in the sense that they built on plates. But it's good to see that they're improving, like with their sets, and that's quite good. So, Miss Bricks of Fun, do you think you get that? Do you have any interest in getting the Daily Bugle?
Not at the moment. It's not something that interests me, but never say never. It is going to be a huge building, so it might.
It's building a skyscraper, and you can easily modify it if you don't want it to be the Daily Bugle. You can easily like take the letters off and all the Marvel sort of stuff.
Yeah. So I think if I was going to get it, I would probably have to modify it and use the parts for skyscraper. Yeah.
Because I'm not really that interested in like sort of Marvel stuff. Is it Marvel? It is Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really that interested in it.
No,
so I would definitely modify it because if I was to get it and put it in my city, I don't want Spider-Man hanging half down it. So
you could always get the older one or just buy the parts of the older one because while it's not like as good as a build, it's like probably more affordable. And it's like that one actually looks quite cool because that would probably be easier to make as a skyscraper because it's not as big. I'll try and get a picture of it and then share screen. Share screen. So if you look at
I built this sports car this week, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the 2021.
Yeah, I love the colours of it. I might get another to do the one of the rebrickables. It's really cool. And then I also built this one. Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Jack, does it say the height on there?
Or the older one? I don't think so. This one looks to be. It looks like it uses 3 of those 2x. Is it 2x5 or 2x6?
I think it's 2x5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2x5, and basically it's like it's.
I think it's about 6 or 7 stories. No, like bricks high.
It looks like 3 of the door pieces, and then maybe 6 studs higher than that, and then you have the little bit at the top as well. But I guess like with it, it's quite a simple build where it just uses the windows and then the columns.
I do like the columns.
This one would probably be quite easy just to buy the pieces for and then expand. And you could, if you didn't want that as it, you could probably make it into something else. And this one also has like the TV screen.
Oh yeah.
Which would look good, but I think it would also be a pain to apply.
Oh, they're not printed.
No, they're not. But like, even if you just put the DBC signs, it could be anything.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about this one. I don't think it's too expensive to just buy the part for. That one's quite good. Dylan says, I really hope the Lego makes more location-based sets in the future for superhero themes like Daily Planet, Wayne Manor, and Lex building for DC. I think that'd be good, not just for like Marvel, like DC superhero fans, but also for people doing like cities, because more locations would mean like more chance of cool looking buildings, because like the Sanctum
Yep.
Sectorum, in that set you got a facade of the Sanctum with like the cool window and the cool window piece, and then you got a facade of a pizza shop. So that was also, I think, quite cool.
Yeah.
Is anyone here a fan of DC? Or
Not really, but I have a couple of things like some brickheads and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm more kind of. I don't know. I bought the Batman, the new Batman thing, car. But DC obviously I've got the Avengers Tower, which I remocked and used there. So I always have trouble doing that there. But no, not really.
Brick Bods, are you DC fans or Marvel?
Neither for me. I'm not really into any of them. But some of the buildings you can see potential for altering and adding to the city. So we've got the Avengers Tower as well to build at some point.
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of Lego in our cupboards.
We do. Have a lot that hasn't made it into the cupboards.
That's true.
I mean, I do
I
really
agree with
like the kind of vehicles from the Tim Burton era films. But we've not actually got them because, you know, that they're large and we'd have nowhere really to put them.
Mm.
I agree with this comment, saying I'm starting to get a bit bored with all Batman vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like I'm starting to feel that way with Spider-Man as well. So I like Spider-Man, but it just seems like they seem to think, oh, in Batman, it understands the vehicles, but some of them do seem a bit like they're just trying to redo them, and they're not really any different.
Mm.
Like with when there've been a lot of Batmobiles, so it surprised me how there seems like some they just seem to do more than others. I think there's like all different like variations of it, but I only seem to get one. Not so much Batman makes great black trunk conversions though. I mean, probably quite similar because it's black, but I do sometimes get fed up with like superhero vehicles, and I do wish they did like more location based, because it's a lot easier to try and use a location in like everyday building than it is like a or in like what do you think, like some sort of vehicles that do have like massive cannons on. Which, I mean, in Lego's own things, they seem to think kids want to play with them, so let's add a massive cannon on the top. Or
Yeah.
it's like in there's that Avengers compound set for the final battle, the Infinity Saga one that's coming out soon, and they just have like one of those like you know, sort of rubbery missiles. The old ones, like they're sort of massive plastic rubber sort of missiles. They just add that in that set.
Yeah.
And so the new 60s Batmobile is great though. That's the one that you have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lee?
Here.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Probably won't get it though.
No. I don't know what it was. It just attracted me to it, and I was like, oh.
When I go to the Lego store, I'm hoping to get the Scout Trooper helmet and a Pick-a-Brick cup. So not that one.
It's nice they've done a Batmobile that's not just black.
Yeah, and it can actually fit on the new road plates as well.
How many studs wide is it?
It is 1, 2, 4, 9 or 10. Let me just hang on. Better way of doing this, isn't there? Always a better way.
Also, Brick Bods, did you finish building the camper van?
Could you tell by the fact that I was playing with it?
Yeah.
Yes, the van is done. I'm just trying to work out. I think these are meant to be beds up here at the top, but you can't
Yeah.
put the figure in and then put the roof on.
It's a great set. I've got it's in my city. Looks really good.
It's quite nice.
That Earhart's coming along well. Looks great.
Yeah. The plane is done.
Yeah.
I'm just working on the base,
Yeah.
which is less
Really
exciting.
need to get one.
Those are quite
Really,
nice.
apart from eBay, that's not as expensive as I thought it would be on the secondary market.
Yeah, I found one for £19, which is the one I'm looking at. So, how many promos does the Lego store have on at the minute? Does anyone know?
I think they've still got the Year of the Ox promo with orders over 85 quid, I think.
Oh.
But I got my Amelia Earhart promo.
Planning to
when I
go
went
in
to
the main
Cardiff.
house. Don't know if they'll have any promos left then, or if they'll have any promos at all. But hopefully they will.
Yeah. It's always good to get a freebie.
Yeah.
On the website, it just seems it says about the Year of the Ox over £85, and then there's a VIP sweepstake, and then double VIP points on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
And the lunar lander until the end of the month. And that seems to be it as far as.
Yeah.
Preston Builds went to the Milton Keynes Lego store today, so I asked him if they had any light bluish grey masonry bricks on the pad wall, and they did. So I'll hopefully be getting some of them when I go.
Cool. It's always good to get masonry bricks.
Yeah, they look so good.
Yeah. You always need those.
I didn't even know Aldi had Harry Potter Lego.
No,
or even
I
Lego
didn't.
Store. I didn't think they sold Lego.
Tell us. Yeah, Aldi do.
Something.
They do some Lego. No, but Dealwave, I didn't know anything about that. So, could you elaborate?
Most I've seen in the nearest Aldi to me, they just have those like books. You know, like there's
The Harry Potter ones.
Oh no, the like the actual books. Like there's the what is it? There's like the Lego City ones where you get the book and it's like build something.
Yeah.
I can't. They did a Harry Potter one which had the sorting hat sort of thing. And then there was a Justice. There's like a Green Lantern one, and there's like a more like a fireman. And that's only like most I've seen. I've never seen actual sets, but I do know that you get sometimes get sets. So I think I've seen some people get like the Hogwarts Express and I'm trying to think what else.
Just to say that street sweeper thing is a great set, but unfortunately it doesn't really fit on the new roads system. So.
Oh, we've got the old road system,
Yeah,
so we should be okay. I've been looking forward to building this for ages.
Yeah, it's a great set. It looks amazing. I dropped mine, so I don't even know if it's built properly anymore. It still works, so that's good.
Clean it up.
So, question.
Situation.
How's the what? Sorry.
The carousel situation. Brick Bods.
Oh, the carousel is now back. People rode it on our live stream, didn't they? It was all fine. It wasn't fun to watch. Every time I looked over, it was getting progressively worse. You dropped it at one point, didn't you?
No, it just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, you're trying to put the top back on, and
the top is incredibly fragile, especially once it's built. If you then try and take the top back off, it's got so much weight around the edges. It just collapses in half so easily.
So
Normal
hopefully no more hurricanes sweep through the city.
Well, at least
were
you have a
awful
street
last week.
sweeper
You broke
to
out
clean
loads
up.
of stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
I didn't break loads of stuff.
The week before that you dropped everything.
Oh yeah, that was when I dropped.
Dropped the Disney Castle into Assembly Square, then Assembly Square's roof fell off into the Spring Lantern Festival,
Yeah,
and I was not impressed. But thankfully I didn't see any of that. So
yeah. Fine.
the Spring Lantern Festival isn't quite fixed yet, but
No, but I don't know what that's meant to look like.
we've got instructions.
So but we have many instruction manuals, I know.
Yeah.
I'd expect not destroyed.
No, not broken, thankfully.
No.
Who would drop the Disney Castle? I mean, seriously.
Was it
I
a planned
tilted it.
drop test or a yeah, you tilted it. Yeah.
It just, yeah, you've got, because with the Disney Castle, you've got the kind of the grey bottom section and the tan top section, and that tan top section just fell off.
Yeah.
So I was kind of, I kind of caught it, and it was kind of a graceful descent into Assembly Square. But it then knocked the Assembly Square backwards, and the top floors of that all fell off, and that's what landed on Spring Lantern Festival.
Like a disaster.
Every situation escalates, especially a Lego situation.
Well, you shouldn't build in your city. You should have like a separate space to build, shouldn't you?
Well, I was moving Disney Castle back into position. That was the problem.
Fail.
But we've
And
now
then you
got
did an unplanned drop test.
reach.
Deal Wave, what deals have they got on Harry Potter sets at Aldi? Privet Drive.
Sounds
set on
quite
the
good there for Lego.
Oh, was it Privet Drive?
Wait, if I share screen. There's, I never heard of this one before. Hospital Heist.
No, I haven't heard of that either.
Oh, wicked.
So they do have quite a bit of Lego then. I saw that Penguin Batman thing in B&M for £6. Was gonna get it, but I think it was like £14.
I have no idea.
B&M keeps having deals on the video stuff, doesn't it?
My one doesn't. Tex has loads of deals. They're like £6 there. Mine are still like £14.
Oh.
I think
When they
mine
go
are
down to
£8.
£8, I'll get them.
They just have the llama, and they have no interest in the llama.
That's actually the one that I wanted most. I only want the llama and then the dragon one that's coming out. And if I get any more, if they're like really cheap, like £6 or even £4 maybe, I'll probably try and get the rest. Because if they're like £4, I can get 3 for £12, which is very good, considering it used to be like 3 for like £30.
I still haven't gotten any of the like the video minifigures, like the blind boxes.
I've only got 4.
There's a couple that I want specifically, which are the ice cream guy, and then the this cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, when I wasn't specifically looking for them, but I went to B&M, and they were £2.50.
Oh
for
wow.
the blind boxes, so I just picked what was left, which I think is only about 11 or something, or maybe not that much. I can't remember, but yeah, £2.50. Yeah.
The which one was it? I don't think in my B&M. I think there's 2 B&Ms near me. There's a smaller one and there's a bigger one. I haven't been in the big one for ages.
There's 3 B&Ms right next door, pretty much to each other here.
This is a big one. It's like I haven't been there in ages, but they usually do have like reasonable deals on stuff, and there's like big selection. And
if you haven't seen my Instagram stories and stuff, my mission by the end of by February 2022 is to complete this box of Looney Tunes figures. I've currently got one in, and I've got 35 packs left to go.
Will it be like any sort of minifigure pack?
It'll just be the Looney Tunes, because my dream has always been to have a full box of minifigures that just sits there and doesn't get opened, because I just think it looks cool. So now I've completed the series, that's the look I'm going for. I've got a Series 21 box as well, which I'm not planning to fill.
I'd quite like to do something like that with just get a full box of just random minifigures and then like minifigure packs, or like the trading card pack.
What, like the Sainsbury's one?
And then like
What, like the Sainsbury's?
yeah, I have some. I got a few of the Ninjago packs, and I also got one of the Star Wars ones.
Mm-hmm. I had
there's this person on Facebook Marketplace that had about was it like 6 card packs, and then a pack of Batman postcards.
Cool.
They all have like different things, and they also had stickers for Guardians of the Galaxy set that I think like Xbox has got on. But they seem to be quite useful stickers in general, because on like this side they have like some which just look like cracks or like glass.
Oh yeah.
In this box here, I've got a Series 19 figure, and I have actually got 8 packs of the Sainsbury's Create the World's Cards Series 2 sealed as well.
I think I got
that's the computer program, by the way.
So like 10 or so packs of the first series of Sainsbury's ones, like 50p.
I've done quite a few openings of them on my channel, because I had loads of them. So
it's like sort of second-hand place, and they've had random stuff, but they just so happen to have them signed up. I have like a lot of duplicates of a few characters.
Mm-hmm.
I like getting the card says you always get a shiny one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't know there was a. Is that Rex? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I clearly have it because I've got the full set of every single series they did of the Sainsbury's ones.
Well, these aren't the Sainsbury's ones. These are just regular TC trading card ones.
Mm-hmm.
The series I want to collect most. Like I like in the Ninjago ones. I'm not sure if they do it in other ones, but they have like when you can get like 9 cards and then you get a full picture. It's like there's I don't know if they're here. Like they look like this, but they're just part of a picture. So this is like the middle. So
I've got some Nexo Knights cards, and I also have some Toys R Us ones when they did like some Lego collectors cards. I have a handful of them as well.
Oh, I miss Toys R Us.
The only thing I got from Toys R Us is the one time I went there, which was like about a year maybe before it closed. I think it wasn't that long before it closed, and they were doing a Lego event. And I didn't know. If I didn't know at the time, that's not the reason I went. But we went, and there was one, and it was a Star Wars one. So I built it's like a brick built BB-8, and I still have the original sort of packet.
Yeah, I think I went to something like that there. I'm so happy that the Toys R Us near me is still pretty much there. All the signs are up still. The whole building hasn't really been touched since it closed, like 3 years ago.
It's just a shame you can't go in there and buy Lego.
Yeah.
They did the really nice exclusive mini builds, didn't they, for Toys R Us?
Bricktober.
Yeah.
Well,
They still do those in other countries, don't they?
But
We don't get them.
There was a Toys R Us store, wasn't there? Like a mini brick built, like micro scale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had. Yeah. I've got that, yeah. And I have the Jeffrey giraffe as well.
Do you?
And guys, I'm going to have to go now. So thank you for having me. See you later, everyone.
Yeah, bye, Liam.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you later, everyone.
That Jeffrey the giraffe, though, the Brick Bods one with the 2 minifigures, looks a bit creepy with its eyes. And I do still want it though, even though I only went to Toys R Us once. I still think it'd be quite a cool thing to have. I don't have either of them, but I would like to get both of the sort of trucks, because there's that Toys R Us truck. And that came with a mini sort of build for Toys R Us. And then there was a Lego store one as well. So it's like a sort of, that was quite cool. And I think I have the doors for the Lego store one. But that was about it. Yeah, so Lego Madness, it was good getting to talk to you again. Thank you for popping on. Hope to speak to you again soon. So have you finished building the street sweeper, or are you partway through?
Nearly there. I was just laughing at Ian because he managed to open the bag for his next build all over the table.
A couple of pieces flew out. That's all. It wasn't all over the table.
All over the table.
Have you, like, you got the there's that poly bag of like sort of the bin man. I can't remember exactly like when it came out, but that's the only thing I have that's close to that. It's like do you know what I'm on about? It's like a poly bag with a bin man and out the green bins that I think it's white sort of vehicle thing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
We brought a Lego City magazine today, and one of the builds that are coming up in that one of the little poly bags is going to be a smaller street sweeper, so you might pick that up as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the next one, but it's one of the coming soon bits they put on.
Every city needs a street sweeper.
Definitely.
But every city also needs like 5 dozen ambulances and police airplanes, like helicopters.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be slightly more selective in getting those.
It's still weird how they you know that criminal headquarters set that was like they stopped, like they cancelled it, the one with the stick of dynamite on the roof. It's weird how they cancelled that, but then they still continue to give you like prisoners breaking into banks and everything, and then setting like buildings set on fire.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's like that would have been probably a really good selling set, because there hasn't been like that many criminal hideouts, especially not recently.
Mm.
It's like they give us a police station.
See why they cancelled it. It was a little dodgy to have, like, you know, essentially a bomb making factory in the city, because that's not a great thing to have there. But it seemed weird that they'd gone with that for so far. I mean, they got the artwork of it into the books and stuff. If they'd realized, surely they should have realized earlier that they weren't going to do it. It just seems ridiculous it got so far, and then it seems to have been pulled by Lego. It's not like there was some large complaint from the outside.
Mm.
So is it just that, you know, whoever it is who checks whether builds are suitable just missed that email?
Yeah, they were on holiday that day.
Yeah.
It is odd.
I mean, like, that just confuses me sometimes, how some things they say are like fine, but then other things aren't, even though like the things like in you get a stick of dynamite in many sets. For example, this like junior set, Spider-Man one, you get a stick of dynamite. In most like break-in sets, you get a stick of dynamite. So if that's the thing that's not like suitable, then why do they continue to sort of do it? Which is like,
Yeah, I think the factory just went slightly too far. And you say it's not all that different. I think it just kind of tipped over the edge, is what eventually happened with it. But I mean, it's weird. Like they've always said that they won't do. They have like rules about not doing pubs, and yet they produce lots of. What's the set? There's the Friends set with the
they do
restaurant,
bars
which
and
is
stuff.
very wine based.
Oh, like the vineyard looking one.
Yeah, and now
there's
they've got the Hogsmeade.
That's got
set, which
Butterbeer,
has a pub in it. So they're a bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
It seems like if something's licensed, then it's fine. So if you look at Indiana Jones sets, you have cannibals, you have war-related stuff that regularly Lego wouldn't allow. With Star Wars, it's just death lasers and stuff which in regular like things wouldn't be something that good to their brand values. And then it's like if it's licensed, then it's fine. But then if it's not, then it's just confusing.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, but on the other hand, if you look at the Harry Potter range, it seems as though for some reason they won't do sets from the last two films, which is presumably because they're struggling to work out, because those are much darker films compared to the rest. So they're really struggling to work out how to use that IP in a way that still fits within whatever weird set of arbitrary rules they have.
Yeah.
It's like there's sets that they even have. There's worse things when they do sets. Like I don't know if Indiana Jones game, but I think there's an Indiana Jones set with the one with the rock at the boulder, but it has like the character who dies, and it has like a brick built version of how they die. So it's like that doesn't make any sense. Also, how Lego seem to put cannons and sort of stud shooters and stuff in every set, so that's like not exactly not violent. Dillwave asks, is anyone planning to support any of the projects on Bricklink AFOL design program? I'm going to support Slug Coder's Barnacle Anniversary set.
So they've just changed how they're doing the whole Bricklink thing. So it was going to be that they all went into crowdfunding at the same time, but now they've split it so that I think there's into 3 rounds. So I had a look through the first round, and that's got the really nice castle set in it. I think that's the one that I'm most excited from the first set. I'm trying to think what it may. Oh, and maybe the observatory was in that set as well. I think that's quite a cool one. But yeah, there's a lot of those, and I find the way that they're doing it slightly weird. So there are some sets that you look at and you think, is that actually going to work as a set? Is it just going to be something that I put in the city and knock the table slightly and it just collapses in a heap? Because I've seen that before with mocks, that they look amazing, but they've just not got that rigidity that's needed. But the way this whole system works is you have to basically buy it blind. All you've got is whatever promotion material they put out, then you have to buy it before anyone gets hold of the set. So you can't do it based on someone's review, because by the time they're reviewing it, it's no longer for sale. Which I think is just it's just going to be a bit dodgy. Because I'm thinking there's the really nice train station in it, but I'm just looking at it and going, I don't know how stable that's going to be, and I don't want to have something that is just either going to constantly need fixing, or is just effectively going to be a pile of bricks in the city.
Yeah.
I also find it really weird that at most we're doing 5,000 copies of a set. So, you know, they got 10,000 votes in order to get through. But if everyone who voted for it actually wanted a copy of it, they can't.
Because you can buy more than one copy as well.
Yeah,
can't
you can buy up to 5 copies of it. It's going to be interesting to see how it all works.
If you can buy more, that'll probably lead to like scalpers and stuff buying them, and then people who want them not only won't be able to get them, but if they do, they have to pay like additional costs. I don't think I've actually seen any of the Bricklink ones. I've seen the recent ideas let through, but that surprised me. So it's like Lego don't know what they're doing, because I mean Bricklink is still part of Lego now, but it's like Lego doesn't know what they're doing with like stuff like that, because I think with Lego ideas there's in like 50 something projects that have gone through.
57.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm confused how they don't accept art styles like mosaic projects, because I tried to upload one, but they said that I couldn't do that because it was an art thing. But then they accept modular buildings. Like there's a really cool set in this way, in this sort of ways, and it's a post office. And I really like the build of that, but they're not going to accept it because it's a building. So that's why I don't understand why they let through buildings like that in the first place.
Well, they've never approved one, but I don't know if there's a rule that they won't. And also with the art one, wasn't the latest one, like the Van Gogh one? That's pretty much art, isn't it?
I mean, sort of, but I mean, the one I did was if I try and get up my thing, it's like I can't remember exactly what it said. It was something along the lines of it's like similar to art theme, but I think the Van Gogh one, that wasn't fully art, because I think it was I think it's like it's got a figure and it's also kind of base, so it's I think it was it designed before the mosaics were made, so it might have been one reason why.
Yeah, you also get that it depends on when the idea goes up. So, they've had rounds where things have got through and, they've been on the site for, nearly 2 years, I think is the limit for how long it can be up there before it hits 10,000. And so you can see that some pieces, Lego have already done that idea since it's gone up. So if you try to submit it now, they go, no, that conflicts with what's already there. But if they bring out a set, they don't kind of go through the ones currently in process and say, now this one can't make it, kind of thing. So, because I think they had all sorts of weird problems and weird ones coming through and people getting upset saying, well, that one should never have been allowed through. It's like, well, no, it was long enough ago that it predates most of the rules on the site, kind of thing.
My spirits of fun. Thank you for hopping on. It was good to speak to you again.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for the invite. It was great to catch up, and it was nice to stream with the Brick Bods as well. All right. Have a great rest of your stream and stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
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 So with the ideas, one thing that does confuse me is how it's sort of not more annoys me than confuses me. How if something's been accepted once and they've made it into an actual ideas set, like say Doctor Who or Sesame Street or something, you can't submit an idea on that again but it's like it's some things. It seems like in space. I think there's been a few ideas space sort of related sets, but then some things don't.
So with space, they're quite specific about how it works. So I think I can't remember what it is. If an Apollo set gets approved, then you can't submit any other Apollo sets. But you could go for, now they've had a Voyager one, so you can't do Voyager. So it's kind of the series that gets locked out, which is, I don't know, it's kind of weird because it's not like with a film, they go, well, you've done from that film, people can still submit from the other films in the franchise. It's that entire franchise is blocked out. But I think space is such a big draw for them. I think you get an awful lot of people submitting space sets, and a lot of people have their own favorite space series. So I don't know, maybe it makes sense. I find that a lot of the space ones, to be fair, look quite similar.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're not big on space, are we?
Yeah.
If you're really into space, you'll see the differences.
I mean, most of the space sets just seem to be grey or white, mainly white, and it's like, they just don't seem very interesting. I mean, they're just different shapes, but they're sort of similar and the same. So thanks for popping on, Miss Bricks of Fun. It was good getting to see you and talk to you again. Hopefully, you can talk again on the stream in the future. And obviously, you stay safe as well.
I can't find a headlight piece. This is annoying.
It's like some themes. Do you think what do you think would be another thing Lego might do? Just like a random set based off, like the DeLorean or the James Bond. Do you think what sort? Do you think there'd be any random sort of licenses?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like some of the more kind of classic films from our childhood. So, Short Circuit, The Goonies, that kind of era of films.
I mean, there was some
old films, Back to the Future, those kind of things. I mean, they are doing the DeLorean, I think, maybe.
Was there a Goonies Dimensions?
Yes, I think so.
No.
Never really understood Dimensions until. Is it gone? Is Dimensions gone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
getting some of the minifigs would be cool.
And the next wave, but it's just cancelled. I mean, something like that. I reckon they could have Dimensions just as a theme itself, not just as a game. So you have Dimensions, and then you get. So it's like the name would still make sense, but it's like a random character from a random license, and then you'd have a little build to go with that. I think that would be.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether Lego finds that kind of worthwhile in terms of money, because
you've got to pay for the IP.
It's not just paying for the IP; it's the whole arguing over the IP. There's a massive overhead for them, and so if you're doing it for each small set, then that actually cuts into the profit quite a lot for them. So I'm guessing is why. So with Dimensions, they were presumably making quite a lot from the game itself, because games tend to be quite high profit, especially those kind of ones where you can keep adding small bits of content. But I don't think they'd get that same kind of return of investment if they were doing it for just the pieces themselves. Which is why I'm actually surprised that Speed Champions aren't a lot more expensive than they are, because car companies are ridiculous about their IP. So you kind of expect them to be charging Lego a huge amount, but the price of Speed Champion seems fairly reasonable. They're one of the cheaper kind of price per part ranges out there.
Maybe there's like a special sort of relationship between Lego and the sort of car companies, because I know Lego have done like sort of displays of like the Lego like brick built cars at full scale. So maybe there's like some sort of promotion relationship or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that could be.
Yeah, might be something going on there.
Do you remember the film Time Cruisers?
Time Cruisers.
Yeah, I don't know. In the chat, they're talking about Time Cruisers.
Time Cruisers doesn't. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't.
No. Time Bandits.
Time Bandits is a quality film. Lego would never touch that IP. But you know, you could always hope, can't you? Batteries not included though. Quality film. That would be a good one for them to do. But I don't think that's got the correct nostalgia levels needed.
It's one we need to watch.
It sounds familiar. Why can I not place it? That's going to annoy me.
I think it's a Lego thing.
Building the ideas car.
How's it going? Is it a nice build?
I like the colour.
It is a great colour.
Isn't it? I've heard that the surfboards fall off all the time.
Yeah.
So I haven't got to that bit yet.
I think Time Cruisers is a Lego, like an old Lego thing, rather than a.
Okay. Right. It's not a fit. It's not.
Oh yeah. Okay. I do vaguely remember that now.
One theme of sets would be cool for them to bring back are the Lego Studio sets.
Yeah, and so we're kind of getting that with one of the Bricklink sets is a Wild West film studio setup, which is quite interesting idea. I can't remember if that's in the first wave or not.
But it's like some of the few I want to get. There's like some of the Jurassic sort of Park ones. Because there's this one that's based off the second, like Jurassic Park 2, Lost World, the T-Rex running through there. And then there's one with the Spinosaurus. I can't remember which one that is, but I mean, I think it'd be an interesting like theme.
Yeah, I've not kept up too much with which sets they have and haven't done from Jurassic Park, because obviously you've got the huge T-Rex Rampage set with the gate, which
I mean, from Jurassic Park, you only have the gate and you have the one with the raptors. It's this one. These are the only specifically Jurassic Park ones I've done.
What was the ones that we got that had dinosaurs in?
So we got, I think, Jurassic World ones.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
What's the difference? Is that a newer film?
Well, so Jurassic Park is. Have you watched any of them?
I've seen Jurassic Park. Yeah.
So yeah, the Jurassic Park series was, when we were teenagers. maybe.
Back then.
Back then, a long time ago. And then the Jurassic World is kind of the reboot of it all.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure how many they've made or how many I've seen.
There's Jurassic Park, which was, I think, was that 93?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then you have
Quite a while
Jurassic
ago.
Park, the second one, which I think was like around 97 or something. And then Jurassic Park 3
Yeah, it was definitely 3 of them.
was in, I think it's early like 2001, around that time. Jurassic World was in 2015, I think. And then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was in, was it 28? Oh, I've got the DVD thing somewhere. I think that was around 2018 or something similar. And then there's going to be Jurassic World 3, also known as Jurassic World Dominion, in 2022. It was meant to come out this year, but because of COVID and stuff, coming out next year. And that's meant to bring back all the characters from Jurassic Park. So in Jurassic Park 2, it was you had Ian Malcolm was in it. Jurassic Park 3, you had mainly Alan, but then Ellie did appear like briefly.
Yeah, she was on a couple of phone calls, wasn't she? And then I think
when her son was watching Barney the dinosaur, which had confused me because it's like you had the Spinosaurus trying to kill them on the boat, and it kept switching between that and Barney, which was interesting. And then in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, there was none of the. I mean, you had Doctor Wu in Jurassic World, and then in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you had not only Doctor Wu, but you also had Ian Malcolm. He was sort of trying to make the courts not save the dinosaurs. And then apparently in Dominion, you'll get all 3 of them, and I presume Doctor Wu.
Okay, that's interesting.
They've done a Netflix series as well called Camp Cretaceous, which is like really good, and that's about there's 2 series so far. Series 3 comes out on the 21st. First series is about it's set during during when Jurassic World is still active and not taken over by dinosaurs. But then as that series progresses, it sort of runs a lot. It sort of shows alternate sort of views of the scenes from Jurassic World, like the helicopter crash. And then series 2 is set and series 2 and then any future series are set when after everyone's left the island, but they're still there and trying to survive. So it's a bit similar to Jurassic Park 3, where Eric Kirby is trying to survive on the island.
Yeah.
He's had a 2003 Lego catalog and always wanted the Spider-Man Studios set. I think that I do like the look of the original Spider-Man figures, based off the older films, because it's the printing, which is interesting how then they managed to do printing and now it's not as good. So I wonder if they've changed what they've done. With Jurassic World sets, I've only gotten a couple of them, but I do want to get more because I'm trying to build a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. It's sort of my version of a dinosaur island. I've gotten this set, but then I modified it slightly, by changing the poster to the dinosaur sort of rock festival one and changing some of the pieces around. And
Yeah, we've got a couple of sets, haven't we?
It's the same one, I think.
Is it the same one?
Yeah, we've got two of the same one, but I can't remember which one. Well, I wanted that one because we were going to use that as like our gift shop for our museum.
Okay.
Remember?
was that this one then? So this is a gift shop set. The one I want to get, there's a lot like there's one set I want to get, but it's the it's a newer one with it's like the gyrosphere one. It comes with the Indominus Rex and Ankylosaurus. But the one thing I don't want from that set, even though it's Indominus, I like the dinosaur in the film, but I don't have any use for it, like in my collection, and I reckon that's probably one of the main things that hikes up the price of the actual set.
But you can so a lot of people just buy the dinosaurs.
Mm.
So you can actually get the set, sell on the dinosaur, and make back most of the money you spent on the set.
Yep. That's why we bought ours.
Yeah.
Because we wanted some of the bits from the set. I don't remember which set it was. Was it that set? It wasn't that set.
No, it definitely wasn't that. Was it the Triceratops that we
I
got?
think so.
Is it the one with
Triceratops,
the egg cup rind?
Yes, that's the one.
There's a lot of dinosaurs I want, and it's like most people sell them like really high prices, so it's annoying. The ones I have most of are the baby sort of raptor dinosaurs because they're easier to get. But I do have two of the baby Triceratops, and one is the baby Ankylosaurus from that little lamb.
Yeah, I saw that on your video. Those are some nice. I prefer the little dinosaurs. I think
because they're less scary.
Because they're less scary. No, I just think I'm not a fan of big molded Lego animals of any kind.
True. You like brick builds.
I think brick builds. So I quite like the Rampage set with the big brick built T-Rex because it's brick built.
Right.
I just think that once you're getting into, it's a big plastic dinosaur that you're buying. It's no longer really Lego. It's just a plastic dinosaur at that point. So, yeah. So that's why I think the smaller ones, it's like doing that as a brick build would be hard. It can be done, and I think you get some really good ones out there. But I can kind of more excuse those as being built or being molded.
It's like there's one molded sort of reasonably big dinosaur I want because I don't see how you can easily build it, which is the Carnotaurus, so the one with the horns. But it's like I have designed one dinosaur like brick built. It's similar to sort of, and it's sort of a brachiosaurus, but it's not specifically a brachiosaurus, so it's just any sauropod, so any long neck, long tail. Yeah. And I've ordered some of the parts for it. I designed it on Digital Designer. I might try and show Lego man who says the vintage car that he really wants that set. Do they use surfboards on the side?
Yeah, got the surfboards for the doors, but they're not on yet. And these are the bits that apparently fall off all the time. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, the connection point isn't the strongest for them.
Yay! This is the one that sold out really quickly, isn't it?
Yes. Lego gift with purchases is just so random.
Yeah, it's like, is it going to sell out? We're just not sure.
And that's why I think at the moment some Lego stores have got them that they're giving away because they had them in stock, and so if they've still got them in stock, then you can get them. But it's completely dependent on where you go. So we got a really good haul of them, didn't we? When it reopened.
We got loads
because
we got
which a lot of people didn't seem able to get, and we got Monster Book of Monsters chucked in. So
Liam's saying that the yellow taxi is one of his favourites. We're not so keen on the fact that you can't get a minifigure in there.
When you say we, you mean you?
We, me, yeah.
The royal we.
So
That was me.
I know, but I have read, they did say that if you try and make this car so that a minifigure fits in it, it no longer has the right proportions for a New York taxi.
But no, it still bothers me.
So,
Can they not make a smaller person?
No, they can't make a smaller person specifically for this.
Why not? It's a car with no driver. Can they not get a sticker of someone's face on the side? No, what's that weird?
No, just no. But yeah, you either go with it fits a minifigure in, or it's the correct scale. And I mean, it's similar with the Amelia Earhart one.
Yeah, that doesn't fit person.
That in order to be the correct scale for a minifigure, the minifigure can't actually fit inside it because it was a ridiculously cramped cockpit, and you can't scrunch up minifigures.
What?
I know, they're made of hard plastic. They don't squeeze as much as people do.
Okay, I'll take your comments on board, but I'm still annoyed. You know me.
Have you seen the new ideas promo that I don't know what's coming out, but the what is it? It's the one with the spaceship made out of a cardboard box.
I think I saw it. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
I thought it looked pretty cool, but is that the final design or was that the submitted idea?
I don't know.
Design.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hope Lego don't change it too much.
You're going to hope that with the smaller ones they don't. Because there's not as much.
I don't think they changed the rocket ride that much.
I really wish we had the rocket ride.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much they changed this black. I mean, I know that they got rid of a lot of the chrome pieces and changed them just for grey, which I think is because they don't do any chrome anymore, and the silver that they do, I think, tends to be quite expensive. So, because I think that's what surprised a lot of people about the Infinity Gauntlet, that it is a massive gold set, which is presumably quite an expensive thing for them to make.
Can you see the Lego digital designer thing on here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is the one I've designed. It's and it's a bit different than what I designed. It's gonna have legs, but I'm not sure if the legs I'm gonna use will work, but it looks a bit more clean when it's finished. But that's roughly the design of it.
I tried to full screen something. My laptop's not happy. Oh no, there we go.
I need to get. It's hard finding it hard to get the brown curved pieces. They go on top. Like I found a seller with one of them, but not two in brown. I think I got most of the pieces for it, but I just wanted to make a brick one because they don't seem to make many sort of. They don't seem to really make any long neck dinosaurs. Like I think the last one they did, I mean, apart from the creator set, was the those are like original sort of old ones. Do you know what I mean? Like the sand green dinosaurs they did. I can't remember when they did them, but trying to find Lego. I was talking about also the gates, the Jurassic Park gates. There was someone who remocked the gates into what is it? wonderful. I don't know if it was show, but they remocked a T-Rex into a Brachiosaurus.
Okay.
They used just the T-Rex parts. So it's this. And I really want to build this, but I don't have the set. Yeah.
Yeah, that does look cool.
But these were the ones I was on about, these sand green ones.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like if you look at those, because I think like scale-wise, compared to like, the molded dinosaurs, I think the T-Rex is a bit too big. But then I think the Brachiosaurus is actually quite good scale because obviously it is quite a lot taller. But I remember seeing on like Rebrickable, like stuff like this, where people have like fully brick built dinosaurs.
They look a bit blocky.
That's what Lego's meant to look like.
Oh yeah, they used someone else did the use a dinosaur skeleton set.
Yes, is that one of the ones that we got? Looks...
No,
that's alternative.
Oh,
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd use an alternative one. There's someone, and they've done like so many different ones. This is another alternative for it.
Yeah, I mean the fossil set is just so versatile. You can do so many different ones. And I think that was a really good set.
That's another one of the sets I really want to get because it's like I like dinosaurs in general, and they're quite cool because it's different to anything we usually get.
Yeah,
I think that was retiring as well. So if you do want to get it now.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of sets I can think of that I just haven't been able to get, and it's like, I think. I mean, what do you think of the? I don't know if you do collect like Friends in the TV show. Do you have any interest in that set?
We've got a Central Perk, but we haven't built it yet, and I definitely want the apartments. Ian's not overly bothered.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I think it's cool. But then I like Friends probably more than you do.
Yeah. I think the thing with having a Lego city is that
You have to justify
you constantly
everything.
think about where it would go in the city, and trying to fit that into a city is a challenge. I mean, you obviously could, turn it into a full modular and have it as a building somewhere. But as soon as you do that, you kind of lose a lot of the interior. I mean, we have the modulars, and you don't really look inside them. So do you want to lose all of that inside? So the one option that you have got, which we did talk about a while ago, was like creating a film studio. If you had an open air film studio, then you can use those, you can create the cameras and everything. And I think that would be quite cool.
I think they come with lights, and I think they did the Central Park one come with like lights or brick built sort of stage lights.
Yeah. So I think you could just expand that out a bit and you'd have a really good set. But again, that's a huge thing to find space for in the city. And, we're already running out of space, and we have a ridiculous backlog of sets. So,
as you can tell by the fact that we're just still building.
Yeah.
Keep grabbing out of the cupboard.
There's like with the Central Perk set, and I didn't buy the set, but I got a few of the figures and the figure parts because I think they have great prints. I have watched Friends, I don't think I've watched all of it, but I've watched quite a bit of it, so I got like some figures because I've probably used them in different things. Like I got Gunther, because he's got a cool torso and quite a cool character, and I also got I'm not sure where the figure is, but I got the Ross figure because he's probably my favourite character, I think.
He's got quite a good face.
And he's got quite a cool, looks quite cool figure. And I got the Chandler figure, but I got the torso for a Doctor Who custom, and then I used the head and hair and different characters as well. I might get another one at some point if I haven't. But from the new set, I would like to get the Rachel figure, because at least the torso and legs, because I think, have you seen like the design for her?
Yeah, she's got like the dual molded legs, hasn't she?
She's got like the sort of skirt, yeah, and the white top. That's quite a cool like mold. That's it. Piece it like print, and then I quite like the Joey figure as well, because obviously it's when he's wearing all the clothes.
Yeah.
So that's quite cool. I don't have the other Joey, and I might get the Ross, just like the parts seem quite useful. The Phoebe, I sort of prefer the first one. I don't have either of them, but I think I might prefer the first one. I think they use Fleur Delacour's head from Harry Potter for her. Because I don't think it's her. I don't think it's unique. So that's interesting.
I mean, that's the other worry I have with all these sets is like, if you start using minifigures which are quite clearly based on people around your city, then it looks odd. Like if you populate your city with,
Ross
30 Harry Potters, then it just looks really weird. So do you just use the character minifigures to be that character? I think, yeah.
I mean, I use the flesh tone figures like for my Jurassic World and stuff. I use like I'd have one of like say Harry Potter, but then so I have quite a few Harry Potters. I just use like the pieces, and I try to make like the heads. I use heads, and I try to make them like not visibly like the same sort of glasses and scar. So like I sometimes try and give them like beard or hair that covers the scar, like stuff like that. So then it's not completely visible. I tried to sort of trying to think of an example. Like I got a few that are in Grady heads as well, and I have like the figure of him, which I might use in it somewhere. Then I don't want everyone to look the same, which is quite hard though. But then some people will look kind of similar. But
we're not sure if we're using the different colours skins either yet, are we?
So if you're like just yellow or...
Well, I think you want it to just be yellow, don't you?
I think I'd prefer it just to be yellow.
But I like all of these characters that we've got, so it seems silly not to use them.
You could
otherwise you're buying a set and getting no minifigures, essentially.
You could just switch the heads or something.
Yeah.
I've done that with... I think I've done that with a few sort of yellow figures and like the opposite. And I have a lot of yellow heads I'm not going to use. So it's like, that's annoying. And I don't have enough flesh heads for the like minifigure parts. So I do like sometimes on a rare occasion when Lego do actually put the flesh heads on bricks and pieces. Because like there was the ones from the Upside Down.
Oh yes.
I used like there's like them heads and I try and use them. For example, even though it's a train, I think it's a pilot related torso. I use it for like a security. So I try and I mean, sometimes it is hard to try and reuse a head that you have so many of, because I think the one head I do have most of is probably Harry Potter, and so it's like trying to make them look different, so using different expressions. So this guy, that I won't say the same, but the hair covers it and it's sort of an angry expression. I think, like, talking about like, the opposite of what you were on about, like with, or I said before, you could switch like flesh to yellow. I got one of the like in my lug. There was someone who was who got me a few of the build a minifigure parts and stuff, and I got one of the ones I got was pug suit or a pug t-shirt.
Oh, the space pug.
Yeah, and it came with teal legs and then this tan hairpiece, and I need to get another flesh head. But originally I just changed the the yellow head and yellow hands to flesh, and I do like when Lego gives you the option to do that. But that's like sometimes quite difficult when you have like visible like yellow or visible skin color.
Yeah, was it
quite
like
often.
some of the troll sets? They have quite good torsos and things, but you can't use them because they've got pink skin.
It's like similar with video as well, because a lot of the video, like the werewolf jacket, that would be cool on a figure, but I think it has like, I mean, not that much, but I think it has a bit of like sort of fur. At least that's, I guess, not as bad as the like the sort of cheetah or whatever it's meant to be. Those like interesting torsos, but you can't really use them. And it's like, what is it? There's one torso that isn't, it's more yellow than like it's you know the monkey kid there's May or whatever her name is, the female one with like black hair with green bits on. Her casual sort of torso is sort of like a crop top and jacket, like that's like obviously because it's crop top's like yellow skin, but it sort of works I think for a flesh minifigure because of like how bad the printing is, so you sort of see it as something else. Because like I think the worst printing I've seen on like a minifigure related is in one of the Lego Ninjago movie sets. It's I can't remember her name, but it's one with Coco, whatever her what's it called? Superhero sort of version is. Well, not superhero, but Lady Iron Dragon. Their face print, because they had a black head and printed yellow on black.
Never looks good. I had the Toy Story sets, and that was like Buzz Lightyear's face on purple, and they were awful.
Oh yeah.
Like this had,
I think they could
in the
do a better job of
pictures.
it.
Well, they could because they did before. Like it was so bad.
Well, isn't the collectible minifigure Buzz Lightyear have good? I think I had good face printing. But if you look at this, is what they supposedly meant to look like, and then that is what it does look like.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's rubbish.
I wonder if you're searching, can you find Lego bad printing? I don't know if that's even a thing, but oh yeah, the Buzz Lightyear thing about.
Straight away. Yeah, look at the difference in those. Why did they just mess it up so bad?
It's like if you look at this one, Captain America's head and I can't remember the character's name, but from Overwatch. They don't like. They're meant to be flesh toned.
They're kind of grey.
Yeah, they do not look well.
Yeah, the inside around.
What else is there? There's. Oh yeah, her. That's what her. Is there any other? Let me see. Not many things. Oh yeah. Like if you see it compared to the box art.
Oh, I. That's not in any way the same.
No.
That's more like white than oh yeah, the Batman face prints, they're not very good either. It's like I never seem to sort of like a Batman. A bad print.
Yeah, I think if you watch when Jangrix does reviews of minifigures based on like the pictures, he'll always go, "This one's a render. It is not going to look that good when you get hold of it. That color is going to bleed through horribly," kind of thing. And it just seems odd.
With Batman, it always confuses me why they don't just print it like why they print it like that, and instead don't print like similar to this. So they print black on the minifigure head instead of printing the minifigure on. They think they should print black onto the face, not the face onto black.
It just makes sense. You put the darker colour on last, not on first.
But I think there are some bits where they still can't print, or it's more expensive to print on some parts of it. So, you know, that's why, you know, with minifigures, they don't print on the sides of the torso. You get arm printing, but you don't get, I don't think I've ever seen torso side printing. They might do occasionally, but
yeah. Now you say it, I don't think I've ever seen that.
And so therefore they need to go with whatever colour will make the side of the torso look sensible.
Yeah. I mean, this one doesn't look as bad, but you can still sort of see just by looking at the arm and the torso.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think that they know it's going to look like that, so maybe come up with a slightly different design to make it look less obvious.
Or
You thought that, like,
missell it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think Greyback as well. It's like or look at when they do Ian Malcolm. I think like if you look at what the torso is meant to look like, and then what it does, it's not the same color, but it still doesn't match.
Yeah. Maybe they've been out in sunshine.
It's like why do they try to do it if they can't? I don't get it. It's like probably because that's characters people want, but it's like it'd be a lot easier to do something simpler. I guess while we're on this picture, you can see this one. Do you have any of the minifigure Toys R Us like Bricktober packs?
No.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Are there any you specifically want, or?
See, I'm not all that bothered by minifigures in general, which I think might annoy Lego, because I'm sure some of the sets, the only reason they sell is because of minifigures. particularly in the kind of Marvel range, you can clearly see that they've gone, well, this is a 4+ set. No one really wants the set, but we'll stick an amazing printed version of Spider-Man in it, because that way all of the Spider-Man fans have to buy it, regardless of the fact that they don't really want the set.
I like the series.
Yeah.
I think I like this CMS series. It's good because sometimes the printing is good, but sometimes it's not as good. Like one of the best printed minifigures, I think, is the recent Aztec. Because it's got side arm printing, side leg printing, both two-sided head printing, back printing, front printing. It's like printing wherever you could think there could be printing.
Apart from the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the CMS series, they do a really good job most of the time. I think there's still a couple of ones which the printing just hasn't worked, but I guess with the CMF series, they're doing it because that is literally all you're getting. So if you have a badly printed one,
it's not so
or a
good.
slightly shoddy one, then people just won't get them.
The Porky is, you can't really see it, but the torso is not as bad, because the torso printing compared to leg print, the leg color isn't that sort of drastically different. And I think some of the recent CMS figures have been some of Lego's best, like the Weasleys. You get new hat hair molds, printed torsos all the way around, jaw molded legs with printing, back printing. Even some of Lego's earlier figures, I only have a few of the early CMS, but I have the original cheerleader, and it's seeing. I'm talking about, I guess, studios. I just remember that I have this guy as a cameraman on his back, so printing of
the clapperboard
studios. Given how old it is, it's still really cool printing.
Yeah, I wonder if at some point they had to change the ink they were using for printing minifigures. I know they have in the past had problems where it's turned out that they've been using a chemical which has suddenly been found to be dangerous or something, and so they have switched stuff around. So you wonder if that's then had an effect, and so the quality has gone down because they're now using a different ink.
That could explain why colours have changed. If you've got brown, the original brown looks quite different to the newer brown.
They've had so many problems with brown in general.
Isn't reddish brown, or some of brown colours, and also dark red, and some of the colours that the pieces tend to snap and
I think that's because in order to get the darker colours, you're putting a lot more pigment in it, and therefore you're kind of disturbing the structural integrity of the plastic a lot more. So, the light colours, unless it's really light, in which case they're having to bleach it down, but, the standard light colours, you don't have to add too much pigment to it. And so it's kind of a better recipe. But they do keep claiming that they've improved the reddish brown. But
I've never had experiences of brown breaking, but I know some people have. And there's a few colours. I wonder if it's because of the changes is why they don't make them anymore. like there was that, I think it was a pinkish color that they had on the original Gilderoy Lockhart. It was like sand pink or something, or sand red, and they don't do that anymore. And it's like, I wonder if that's to do with the printing, like, or changing and stuff. And also what you're saying about like cool looking figures, inexpensive sets that aren't that good. There's some of my favourite figures are the Incredibles ones, and they come in like the 4+ sets, which aren't that great as like builds.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the set this came from did have quite cool pieces. Like it had that door frame, but the one with like three door bits, and it also had that curved translucent arch like piece, and so that was cool. And I would say there was one time when blue became very brittle. Well, I reckon like certain colours they might make them differently, but also I will probably be ending the stream like round now because I just have to do a few more things, and yeah, it's not. I would say it's not getting too late, but it's still relatively late here.
We've run out of cars to build.
We have.
How many have you built? Is that
So we've built 5 cars, 1 plane. So Ian's just built the tuk-tuk. What did you think of the tuk-tuk?
I like the tuk-tuk. I think it's a really nice build.
I like the colours.
Yeah.
I really like the colours. The pink chair, I think I like.
Yes. I mean, I think there's a couple of really nice Monkey Kid tuk-tuks. But it's a massive set, and I only want the tuk-tuk from it.
Yeah,
so
maybe build it from parts.
I know there was a police tuk-tuk in Ninjago, that Ninjago movie set. That came with a tuk-tuk.
This one's quite cool. It's quite a lot of little techniques that got some wrong.
Yeah.
It's nice car.
Yeah.
And the things haven't fallen off yet. So.
That's good.
Which is your favourite?
Probably the convertible.
This one.
Yeah.
I like the tuk-tuk.
The tuk-tuk's
And the
good.
street sweeper. I can't work out how it moves.
You can't work out how it moves.
What's making those spin?
So it's just the fact that they're at a slight angle, and so as they move, there'll be a slight resistance on the outside edge, and then they've used a frictionless pin to attach it, so they're free to spin.
Okay. There you go. I like the one.
Yeah. Building.
And the plane's cool as well.
That is that. I do want to get that Amelia Earhart plane. I saw one on Bricklink or Brickowl for £20, so I might get that at some point.
Yeah, I don't think any more than £20 would be worth it. Do you think?
Yeah.
It's about that.
I mean, I don't know how. It depends how interested you are in the stickers.
Yeah.
But I don't know about parting it out. I mean, I wouldn't say the base is worth it. It's the base is quite ugly.
I mean, the figure parts, like the torso especially, is probably one of the more expensive parts of the set. I mean, not to make, but people probably selling them for quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to check on Bricks and Pieces if the parts back on there again. But that is a good set, I think. And I think the stand, while it is quite big, it does help to display the set. I guess stop it from moving.
And if you're going to just suspend it from your ceiling, you don't need it.
Yeah.
I just feel that this front column is just too big. There's no need for that to be anywhere near that size.
It does look quite thick.
You could do something much more slender, maybe slightly curved. It would look much better.
You should go work at Lego.
I don't think that's a good idea.
So, do you have anything specific coming up from your channel in the future? Like near future, obviously not.
We'll be live streaming again on Tuesday. And I think we'll be building the diner this week.
Are we?
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
finally won the vote. So
Okay.
person who builds will be pleased. But yeah, we do videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then shorts on Saturdays. So pretty much standard.
Yeah. And presumably a city update is due soon.
At some point.
Because we've not done one for a while.
We're going to do like all the modulars. We've now got all our modulars pretty much laid out, so we'll have to show what that's like.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm not sure if I'll do another live stream next week. I mean, I might do. It sort of depends if I don't know if I've got anything else on, but I don't think I would. But if I do, I'll let you know, and then if you're free, then you could pop on if you want.
Yeah, we're mainly every other week because of family games night.
No, it's only your family.
Well, you can come and do it. But yeah, we're happy. We've had fun.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of building.
We have.
That is a lot of building.
It's
probably
because we
could
used
have
to build the big sets, so we forget how quick these are, and they just build up in seconds. Whereas we do modulars at the moment, and they take forever.
Yeah.
So I guess so thank you for coming on to the stream. It was good to get to speak to you, and obviously
Thanks for the invite.
See you build things weirdly, like really quickly. I mean, I would say I'm a vaguely fast builder, but it's like a lot of the time. I mean, most of the time I do just sort of build, but I don't know how quick I'd be at building if I was like talking as well. Just build it is back. Yeah, you're back at the end. So I think that's the same as last week. He was here at the beginning and then here at the end. So thank you everyone who's watched. I don't know how many people I can name if I scroll back. We had obviously Lego Madness and Miss Bricks of Fun who popped on the panel for quite a while. It's nice getting to speak to them. We had Just Build It. Sir Bricks popped in the chat earlier. Dillwave, DJ Pullen were in for quite a while. I think they're still here. So thank you too for popping by. I think that's everyone. A lot of chat. I'm not used to this much chat because apart from last stream, because usually I stream by myself, but most of the time it was like there's only most of like one person, but in these streams the most I've seen actually I think I've seen 10 people once, which is actually quite good for me anyway. I think that's everyone. Have I missed anyone? Hi again, Bricks. Joined just as I was about to end the stream. So I'm Dillway, so it's glad to be here. Good to have you here. So everyone in the stream now and everyone in the stream earlier, thank you for watching. Hope you join me again next time. We might be joined by the same people, might be joined by different people, might be joined by no one. It sort of depends on when people are busy. I might do one. Cedric says he's been listening for a while. Okay, thank you for listening. There might be one next week. If there is, then I'll put it on my Instagram, and other people will if they're joining. So I mean I'll probably do one next week. I don't know if I have anything else planned. I mean I don't usually have anything planned in the weekends anyway, because it's usually just trying to do as little as possible. And
that's what weekends are for.
Yeah. Especially when you don't think all the time in the week. It's like trying not to do anything because then you can do it. When they usually leave it last minute, which is what I seem to do most times. So thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Brick Bods, again for being in the panel. And then I guess until next time, I'm trying to think of something interesting to say to end this stream. I think I passed something last time, but I can't remember what I said. What can I say? I mean, I don't know what to say apart from thank you for watching and goodbye, but that doesn't seem very interesting. Maybe from, I think the last time, from me, the Brick Bods, and also, conveniently, from Porky Pigs, who's right behind me. That's all, folks. Goodbye. See you next time. How I got him.
Just do an awkward wave for ages. That's
Yeah.